Hello there everyone and welcome to the X5 route going from Telford up to Shrewsbury. So we're departing from Telford bus station and we're heading to Shrewsbury bus station. And I hope you enjoy the journey. So we're just about to set off now from Telford. And I hope you're all good and enjoy my YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So we're just about to depart. Now, as you probably know, there's going to be changes on the X5 from the 17th of April. And the X5 will only run from Oswestry to Shrewsbury. And services between Shrewsbury and Telford will be replaced by new services 10 and the X10. Buses on the X5 towards Oswestry will run every hour throughout the day, Mondays to Saturdays, and there are additional journeys between Shrewsbury and Oswestry at peak times on Mondays to Fridays. The short journeys between Oswestry and Windsor Road will be withdrawn because of very few passengers using these journeys. And so the X10, however, there's going to be additional journeys that will be operating between Shrewsbury and Telford, whilst journeys specifically timed to meet the requirements of students attending Shrewsbury College. This service can be used by everyone, so it is open to the general public, just like the 292S at Kidderminster. The morning journey from Telford bus station will be leaving at 5 to 8 to ensure that students get to college on time. And the journey will also be operated by a double-decker vehicle to ensure there is an adequate capacity for students. And the afternoon journey will depart Shrewsbury at 16:20, which is 20 past 4, from Stand L. The 10 service, however, this will be a new service that will be partially replacing the current Route 17 between Shrewsbury and Sutton Farm and the X5 between Shrewsbury and Telford. Buses will run up to every hour throughout the day on Mondays to Saturdays, and there are additional journeys between Shrewsbury and Shrewsbury College on college days. Most journeys to and from Telford will be serving the Shrewsbury Business Park. Unfortunately, sadly, buses are no longer able to serve any bus stops on Springfield Way and Pool Rise. The nearest alternative bus stops are situated on Sutton Way and Wenlock Road, and this service will depart from Standell at Shrewsbury bus station. The 17A, Shrewsbury to Sutton Farm and on to Wellington, those services are going to be withdrawn and partially replaced by new Route 10 operating between Shrewsbury Town Centre, Shrewsbury College, Sutton Farm, Shrewsbury Business Park and Telford Town Centre. Sadly, Arriva's no longer going to be operating a service between Shrewsbury and Wellington other than a college day only service on Route X7, and customers who wish to travel between Telford and Wellington would need to travel into Telford Centre and change buses. However, there is the train that also runs from Shrewsbury to Wellington, and the buses that you'll find at Telford is the 4s, the 16s, the 15s, and of course the number 7. So those are the alternative routes to get into Wellington from Telford. So anyway, we're now travelling down the M54 motorway, and this is going to take us all the way up to Shrewsbury. There's not going to be only changes to the Shropshire services. There's also going to be changes in Tamworth, only some small changes to one of the routes that goes from Tamworth to Shuttington. So the quarter to 8 785 from Shuttington to Polesworth and Tamworth will depart Shuttington at 7:40, which will be 20 to 8, and will run 5 minutes earlier throughout. And this minor change to the timetable is to facilitate an earlier arrival at the Polesworth schools. So they're trying to do that to improve timing. So there's going to be loads of different changes. Not only that, there's also going to be changes on Diamond bus routes. So Diamond are going to be changing a handful of their services. And let me just bear with me until I can get it all loaded up. So the changes that's going to be happening within... So there's going to be major changes to routes across the Diamond bus network. So anyway, there's the junction for the Wrekin Retail Park. So as you probably know, services that have been saved from the cancellation. The 002 from Merryhill to Wheely Castle, that's been saved. But Sunday services are going to be withdrawn, but Mondays to Saturdays will continue as normal. 226 Merryhill up to Dudley. That will be reverting back to the old route, meaning Wallheath is going to be withdrawn from the route. And some early morning journeys will be removed Monday to Friday, but however, there will be a 30-minute frequency operating during the daytime. Saturday journeys, that's going to be reduced to an hourly service throughout the daytime, and the 226A evening and Sunday will be reverted back to the 226, and the Sunday timetable will have some minor timetable changes. 4 and 4H, they'll continue to operate Monday to Saturday, but they will no longer operate on Sundays. But however, the 45 route that goes from Walsall to West Brom, that service is going to be withdrawn. But however, Diamond is going to be continuing to work with Transport for West Midlands to assess the options to see if they are able to give them financial support to continue the service within the area with the likes of the Yew Tree and Charmont Farm. So there will be some changes regards to quite a few of the Diamond bus routes. And of course National Express, however, they are starting some changes as well. So NX are also doing some changes that's going to be happening from this month coming up. So I'll read you out to the services that will be introduced. So NX are going to be introducing the 78 from Sutton Coldfield to Streatley, and the 78A from Sutton Coldfield to King's Standing, and those routes will be taken over from Diamond, because Diamond do the 78 at present, but NX are going to be taking it over. So they'll be having the 78, and NX are going to be also extending their 20 QE Hospital to Cofton to be extended down to Bromsgrove to replace in part the old 144A. So that's going to be one interesting thing. Anyway, there's the Wrekin Hills right there, so let's continue our journey as we head all the way to Shrewsbury. just right there, and there's the Wrekin Hills just right there. So just like we're just by Salmon Leisure Centre down there. There's the 1972 Telford fire. Action, Roxeter, Irish, creating, Ticket Park, Vineyard, and cyclist to Telford. That way there, North Wales, Leinster, and there's 1905, Shrewsbury Park as well. And that way is to Cross Houses, much like on Shrewsbury. So we're heading into Shrewsbury. There's soon going to be arriving at Merseyville. These here are practical, and sometimes they can be on the other line when there's problems with the other verses. Normally it's the neutral verses that do lines. So this is the M Street roundabout. So this is M Street roundabout. So we'll soon be arriving in Shrewsbury. Okay then guys, welcome to the county town of Shropshire, which is of course Shrewsbury, best to be known as Salop or Shrewsbury. So I hope you enjoyed the journey all the way from Telford, and I hope to see you again sometime for more exciting videos that will be coming here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And I'd like to wish you all a happy Easter, and hope to see you again sometime on more Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures videos. So anyway, welcome to Shrewsbury. Thanks for watching. Just enjoy the remainder of the video as we head into Shrewsbury Town Centre. Shrewsbury Town Centre, because obviously A458 down that way to Bridge North, served by the 436, and then click into the line to Wolverhampton via Gott, via Stanmore, Wickard, Moorfield, and then onto via Shipley. Here we go, en route into the bus station. 21 to Rebrook. I think the 21 comes this way on the 20. This is Henry Tudors, as this is where Charles Darwin has was born. Of course, that's why the name Darwin Centre after him. Of course, Charles Darwin, back in the good Tudor times, of course, it's the Henry Tudor House restaurant. And of course, there's even the Henry Tudor House is really popular. Anyway, there's the home bargains here. Quite a lot of interesting buildings here, of course. This also compromises Stratford-upon-Avon. So the High Street part where Buckham's, known as House of Fraser, used to be, which is now closed, is still closed off. And anyway, there's Transport for Wales, Class 175 Carodia, formerly River Trains Wales. So River Trains Wales pulled out last year, and also a River Northern Train System. So right, this is the alternative. So we're at the traffic lights now on the approach to Shrewsbury. So we're coming towards the terminus at Shrewsbury bus station. So right, this is the turnover point. Down there is for the meal brace park and ride, and also there's the local coach company, Minsterley Motors. And of course, Minsterley Motors, they run an additional 435 into London, and they use the VDLs, which are pulsars, and they also use the Optare Metro Cities, and of course they do the Ludlow Town work, and of course they do the 552 to Bishop's Castle. And also there's a 64 from here to Market Drayton, and also an additional 164 into Hadley Stoke on Trent, which is on the border of Staffordshire. So anyway, here we are, crossing the River Severn now. So this is the approach onto Telford Town, onto Shrewsbury Town Centre. Shrewsbury Town is a big town centre. There's a bar and restaurant and hotel. This is one of the biggest towns to come. Of course, so the road is still closed for buses going into the high street. Okay then, here we are. We are just going through Shrewsbury town centre, and we will then be heading towards Shrewsbury bus station, where the service will be terminating. And I hope you enjoyed the journey all the way from Telford, and hope to see you all again sometime for more Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift adventures in the not too distant future. So here we are. Now we're arriving at Shrewsbury. So here we are, we're just about to turn into the station. So here we go, into the station we go. So welcome to Shrewsbury.